I made this decision a while back. When I was 30 years old, because of real estate, I was financially free. And I remember, in my 20s, like I worked hard. Like, I was building my business 9 to 9, then I would do real estate between 9:01 and 1 a.m. in the morning, 7 days a week. And I would fantasize about what my life would look like when I was financially free. And one of the fantasies was I would sit on a beach for the rest of my life. I got the flip-flops, and then I got the surfer shorts, and then I would book these trips to Dominican Republic. You've been to them, a resort, 1 week, 4 square meals a day. Yeah. You on the Sunday you're exhausted, tired, and you need a vacation. And I remember the cab driver in the Dominican Republic. He's like, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Canada. And he's like, all these people from Canada, they work so hard and they come here for just 1 week. Why don't people just stay here? And I was like, you know what? Why don't I do that? You know what I mean? And we hear and I remember Home Above and Beyond, or what's that store called? Or
no, Bath and Beyond?
Yeah, there's this, I don't know.
I think it is something like that, yeah.
I was in one of those stores and they have those bathroom signs, find a life you don't need a vacation from, or whatever. Yeah. And I used to fantasize. I'm like, oh wow, imagine I could just be on vacation all the time. That's what freedom would look like to me. And so the day came. That day came. I was 30 years old. I sold one of my companies. I have my real estate portfolio, and I realized that I did not have to work a day in my life. And I said, whew, this is crazy. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to go back to Dominican, but I booked 2 weeks now, right? And if you've ever been on a vacation on a resort for 2 weeks,
I haven't. Okay, I can't get myself that long to do it, but I want to hear what
that day will come. Okay, and it's going to be miserable.
I figured it was that. Hence why I can't even get to 10 days on those.
Listen,
things.
what you realize. Okay, first of all, what you realize on the first day of the second week, you realize that the whole thing happens all over again. It's like Groundhog.
Yeah, it's the same shows.
Just different people. I'm like, and so by day two, on the second week, I was miserable and I was moping around the beach, and I was like, "What am I? This is the rest of my life now? Is this what I'm supposed to do with my life?" And so, what I realized way back then is that I wanted to live a life of fulfillment. And that meant that I wanted to get people, as many as possible, to that moment. Because when you're in the trenches, whatever fantasy you have of what you think your time would look like once you're free, it's not even that. And I'm a big believer that people are good. And if you just give people their time back, they would do amazing things.
So true.
Imagine if everyone just had a little bit more of their time back. It would be like a renaissance on earth. And so ever since that moment, I've been, I'm the freedom convoy. Well, I'm on a financial freedom convoy. And I want to bring the financial freedom to the people, get their time back so they can do amazing things with their life.
Yeah, look, I mean, I wish I could write everyone a couple $1 million check, because
it wouldn't work though.
I know. And the reason I'm saying I would like to, because I know that's what everybody thinks that they want.
Yes.
And because then they're going to come to the realization that it was probably something else that they were chasing, and that was probably some form of joy and happiness.
Yeah. And joy and happiness comes from expansion. So when you're taking risks in life, with getting outside your comfort zone, you grow, you expand and you grow, and if you grow, you reach fulfillment. Fulfillment comes from growing, because if you can't, and then when you get fulfillment, then you're happy. Without fulfillment, you can't be happy. You'll never be happy. You'll say you're happy, but you'll never reach that. And so that's where it comes. It's like that fulfillment, and that doesn't come from things. It doesn't come from sitting on a beach for the rest of your life. No matter how good the fantasy is in your mind, it's going to come from you doing something amazing in this world.
And what I found is that's when the money starts actually following you.
Attraction.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're not, we all chase it or have chased it. Some of us have come to the realization, and that doesn't make us better. It doesn't make us fucking like higher than anybody. It's just not that. It's just, I think experience, like age does play a factor because you've just experienced earth and people and circumstances more, where you come and realize you're like, holy shit, when I'm doing something that like I'm happy, getting fulfillment, I wake up really early, I visualize it a lot, I go to sleep a little bit later, it doesn't feel like work. And because I'm bringing so much value to either the marketplace as a whole or people in general, then my income is in direct proportion of the value that I'm bringing to the marketplace. Yeah. And so then that has grown over time. I like make a lot more money is following me now at the age of 40. And all I've done differently, Alfonso, in the last 3 years is play more. Mm-hmm. I haven't worked overall, I haven't really worked like in the last, I'm going to say like work, where it felt like shit, I don't want to do this, like a good 12, 13 years. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, I don't know if like, would somebody call this work? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get, like, I don't pay, like, you didn't pay me to be on this podcast. So I don't get like a check from anybody. I don't do sponsored ads or any of that kind of stuff. But some way, somehow, because of the value you and I are bringing, money somehow followed. Yeah. You know, and I just haven't yet figured out a way to really articulate that to somebody.
I can help you.
Tell me.
Well, it comes from, okay, first we have this idea of the things that we want, right? So, you know, people, career-wise, relationship, you know, health, wealth, real estate. And that's kind of where it stops for a lot of people, you know, and a lot of books really encourage people to write down their goals and, you know, which it's all good. But what happens is there's something missing from a lot of these books. And so for me, it's all about becoming. First, understanding what it is that you want. That's number one. But understanding who is the person that is a direct match to everything you want. How do you talk? How do you dress? How do you walk? What kind of people do you associate with? You know, what kind of books do you read? What kind of activity? How would you conduct your day if you were that person that had the life of your dreams? And so what you did is you went out and you became. And the second you become, and this can happen instantly for anybody, but the second you start to become, you start to attract the right people, the right circumstances, the right ideas, the right joint ventures, the right podcasts, the right investors, the right deals, the right everything to match the person you've just become.